Ripple just scored another major win against the SEC, and the implications for XRP investors are huge. Is this the turning point we've all been waiting for? Stick around because this changes everything. Guys, welcome back to Retrospect, your go-to spot for real crypto insights. If you're holding XRP or just curious about what this legal victory really means, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you find this helpful. So since we spoke last week, wow, 35% increase in XRP. We hit as low as 161 on Monday. We're on 217 on Sunday, 9 a.m. GMT. I think Wednesday we saw some relief on the news that there would be a 90-day pause on the tariffs bar China. But something also happened yesterday on Saturday morning on some news that we got. The total crypto market cap did increase by about 14.5% since Monday, and on the news of the pause of the tariffs. But that pales in comparison to that 35% on XRP. So let's see why this happened. So yesterday, Ripple's defense lawyer, James K. Fillon, tweeted that the parties have filed a joint motion to hold the appeal in abeyance based on the parties' agreement to settle. The settlement is awaiting commission approval. No brief will be filed on April 16th. Don't know if you saw early in the week there was mention of a brief on April 16th. That's not happening anymore. So basically both parties have agreed to come to a settlement and it's waiting on an approval, which I think is basically just a formality in my opinion. So I don't think people realize how big this legal clarity actually is. It allows Ripple to expand partnerships in the US without fear of regulatory backlash. It gives exchanges more confidence to list XRP, and it means increased accessibility and demand. So it's more than just a win, it's a green light for real-world utility. In other news this week, Ripple announced the acquisition of prime brokerage firm Hidden Road for $1.25 billion. I think some of the people in the community are a bit worried because this is mainly based on RLUSD, which is Ripple's stablecoin. So they're asking, what about XRP? But guys, XRP remains essential for facilitating liquidity movement, asset bridging, and cross-border currency flow. XRP can still function effectively as a bridge between various stablecoins and liquidity pools, reinforcing the idea that RLUSD and XRP can coexist and even complement one another. According to another financial consultant, Jake Claver, Ripple's acquisition of Hidden Road would benefit XRP immensely. According to him, if only a portion of Hidden Road's $10 billion daily volume flows through XRPL, XRP could see a massive demand. You're going to be in a situation where these aren't retail traders, these are hedge funds and market makers who need XRP to power their operations. And they're not buying small amounts like retail traders do. They're transacting with massive amounts of RLUSD. XRP is not going to be sidelined by any means. And let's get back to the news that we had on Saturday. On this news, there are going to be more partnerships like these building with Ripple. And keep in mind, guys, that the approved RLUSD by the New York Department of Financial Services will require XRP for transaction fees, which are burned during transfers. That drives the demand for the token as RLUSD is used in these transactions totaling billions of dollars. If XRP gets burnt, there's less of it and there's a higher demand of it. So what's next for Ripple? Ripple's pushing ahead with global payments expansion, especially in Asia and the Middle East. And with this legal clarity, you're going to see more US banks that will line up for partnerships. There's speculation that Bank of America is already transacting fully internally with XRP. But wait till that news becomes public knowledge, not just speculation. It's not really going to be a trade anymore. It's going to be more of a financial infrastructure play. So guys, I hope this demystifies this mysterious pump that we've had this weekend and this week. And let me know, is Ripple going to hit $1.50 or $10 first? Tell me what your strategies are. Are you going to keep your bags as long as possible until it becomes a key infrastructure play like I was saying? And if you found value in today's breakdown, just give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, and see you in the next one.